Приветствую вас, друзья! И мы продолжаем проходить квест «Черный глаз. Memoria». Погнали дальше. Так. Что там нам надо было делать? Так, найти свидетеля в трактире. Угу. Ну, пойдемте в трактир тогда, да? Тут больше у нас ничего нету, да? Наружу. Пойдемте наружу. О, вышел. В колодках кто-то. Колодец. Свинюшки те. В лес.
As soon as Nuri is herself again, we'll leave. That means my days as a bird catcher will be over, once and for all. Once Gwynling was gone, the Tanners' Guild tried to get their hands on the house. Luckily, Giacomo knew enough noblemen open to bribery.
Что еще?
I hate this stable, and I hate this pig trough even more. You ugly beasts. After I solve Fi's riddle, I'll hopefully never have to lay my eyes on you again.
Так, а тут что?
The children who emptied their chamber pot there yesterday, weren't they supposed to be working? I prefer the well outside the gates, and since yesterday I also know why.
Это да. О, у меня огурцы эти остались. Вонючие какие-то. Кто же... Так, квартал кожевников. А почему нос?
It's been a while since I heard from the Tanners' Guild. They seem to have realized that I won't give up my house. At least not until Nuri is her fairy self again. This is the district boundary. It's exactly where the stench from the tanneries ends, and the smell of the pig urine begins.
Это да. Так, тут все больше. Так, давайте посмотрим.
A little place all of his own. The Andergastrians love their misfits. Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young.
Так, на рынок. В лес. Но в лес нам не надо, я думаю. Пойдемте на рынок. Тут больше ничего нет. Вот тот самый рынок. Храм Рондры.
Rondra's house in Andergast. The goddess of battle has never looked upon me favourably.
Так, туда нам не надо. Так, это потом. Дети купаются. Это таверна, да?
The warriors in the temple don't like me. They think I'm a cowardly louse who only brings them misfortune in combat. At least that's what they say.
Ясно. Так, торговец, рыночная палатка.
Fragile ceramics, overpriced glass bottles, ugly little caskets. Who's supposed to buy all this? I liked Hilda's old stand better. He doesn't look like he's from around here. He's dressed too cheerfully, and he's too clean.
Так, что? А, понятно.
They say that 5 people gathered there yesterday to chase Fi out of the country. 4 were turned to stone. The 5th managed to come back here with a little luck.
Откуда ты знаешь, что он вернулся сюда?
Spring is here. The pigs are procreating. Spring is here.
Да, ты это говорил.
Better than head first in the pig trough. My childhood wasn't that happy. They seem so cheerful and carefree. Hard to believe that at some point they'll grow up to be Andergastrians.
Пастух во двор академии.
School of Arcane Magic, Wizard School, call it whatever you want. First, the students learn the high art of magic here, and then they end up as simple soldiers in the Royal Army. Good thing they wouldn't admit me. The school courtyard is quiet. The students are probably out on maneuvers in the woods.
Ну, туда нам не надо, думаю.
Luckily he's here today, not the smith. Although, ever since the citizens survived the terrors of last winter, they've stopped calling me a witch child. Even Andergast can change. I'd better not distract him. The sheep will be slaughtered soon enough.
Давайте пойдем в таверну, да?
I hate it. The smell of pork roast is in the air and I haven't eaten a thing all day.
Так, все. Или с торговцем поговорить? Нет, пойдемте в таверну сразу.
Geron!
Giacomo!
О,
Hello, Geron.
Hello, Hilda.
What luck! Here I was thinking I'd sent you to your doom. Is it true what they say? Have people really been turned into stone pillars?
Yes, it's true.
By the gods!
так. Фахи.
How do you know Fahi?
I met him on my travels. He was said to own a rare fairy artifact I was interested in.
He's an artifact dealer?
He trades in them, but I never got the impression that he knows much about them. He even tried to sell me the fairy artifact as a mere ritual stone from the southern jungles. He had no idea what a treasure he was sitting on.
Так, заклинание превращения.
If Fahi is just a simple merchant, where did he get the power to transform Nuri back?
I don't know his secret, but I saw it with my own eyes. We were enjoying a cup of Tulamid gold when he brought out a pot with a berry bush and transformed it into a crane before my very eyes.
It could have been an illusion.
No, Geron. It was the most powerful magic I have ever seen. And he was smiling cheerfully as though it was no effort at all. Geron, that man can mold lives into other forms as he wishes.
Even into stone?
I assume so.
Сон.
What about Fahi's dream?
Princess Saja's journey?
He only told me the beginning. Do you know the rest?
No. But the battle which he joined was the great battle in the Gorian desert between the demon lord Borbarat and Rohal the Wise. All Aventuria struggled to save the world from the demon invasion. Unfortunately, there was no one who could relate to the tale.
Why not?
There wasn't a single survivor.
Загадка.
What about Fahi's riddle?
The stone and the scarab? I don't know. But perhaps it's the key to this whole story.
Can a single riddle really be that important?
Fi seemed convinced of it.
Let's talk about something else.
Giacomo.
How's the fairy research coming along?
All my energy is going into researching the reasons for Nuri's tragic transformation. It's difficult enough to study a people that don't even exist in Aventuria. Now I have to understand an exchange of souls between a raven and a fairy as well.
I don't know how I can ever repay you for your help.
Well, there is something.
Tell me.
Can you bring me some wine from Hilda's bar? She won't give me any.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Geron. You can put it in here.
Ц.
Were you here yesterday evening?
Yes, but in my room. The mood downstairs was too aggressive for me. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
Can you remember who was here?
The three at the next table, and then 4 others.
5 people attacked Fahi's tent yesterday, but only 4 were petrified. So the 5th must be here in this room. But which of the 3 is it?
Пока все.
Thanks, Giacomo. I'll see you later.
Wait, Fahi may prove to be a dark mage, but if you want to transform Nuri back, he's our only hope.
What are you talking about?
Fairies need fairy magic nearby, or their spirit changes. And for a long time, Nuri's body was the greatest source of fairy magic that she had. That means if you don't change her back soon, she'll lose everything that makes her a fairy. She'll forget everything. She'll forget who you are and what you experienced together. She'll even forget who she once was.
We can't let that happen.
Do you have any idea what happened to Fi?
No, but I will soon. Hey, who was with the mob in the forest yesterday?
They're very obstinate fellows.
I'll handle them somehow.
Так, ну погнали. Кувшин вина. А, это типа сюда вина налить. Так, ну-ка, в дневнике что-нибудь появилось. Так, это что? Нури все еще не летает. Старый знакомый Герона. Джакомо Наута, который изучает фей, предупреждает, что Нури совсем скоро может потерять все воспоминания о прошлой жизни. Герой должен поторопиться, если хочет превратить Нури обратно, иначе он никогда не вернет возлюбленную. Найти свидетеля. Понятно. Бочонок с вином. Поросенок.
It tastes as good as it looks. Giacomo doesn't come to Andergast very often. Most of the time he travels around and looks for a way to change Nuri back. He told Fahi about us.
Так, группа героев. Больше же ничего нет. Нет, давайте с Хильдой поговорим.
Hello, Hilda. Hello.
I thought you didn't see me.
Что он сам с собой сейчас говорил? Привет, Хильда, привет. Ха, ну ладно. Хильда.
Since when are you the new barmaid?
Oh, since the sowing season, did you miss me in the marketplace?
I was just asking.
Прошлый вечер.
Can you tell me who was here yesterday evening?
Everybody that's here now. And then Wolfram, with his sister and 2 friends. But they say something happened to them in the forest yesterday.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Да, значит, один из тех, кто был с ними здесь. Может, он? Вот какой-то грустный. Я думаю, что это он. Так, вино.
What kind of wine is that?
That's red Geron. From the North Marshes. Sounds delicious, huh?
Actually, it sounds like someone owes me a sample.
I'm sorry, but this barrel has been ordered and paid in advance by Count Svendrik Rosling. He's going to pick it up tonight.
Ох, он.
See you later, Hilda.
Don't keep me waiting. I'm sorry, but this barrel he's going to pick...
Oh, come on, Hilda. Nobody will miss that little bit of wine.
Watch out, Geron. The wood is more brittle than it looks.
I just wanted to get a little from the tap.
I'm afraid I can't... This wine has been promised...
Может, есть какой-то другой способ? То, что я так могу его разбить. Она сказала, что он хрупкий. Но я не хочу так делать пока. А он сидит, как будто ждет, когда я ему вина дам, да? Жареный поросенок. Что я могу с ним сделать? Так.
A sight for the gods.
С корочкой. Отлично. Поджарил поросенка.
A Thorwalian, a lumberjack, and a whatever he's supposed to be. What a strange bunch.
Так, надо с ними поговорить.
Were the 3 of you here last night?
Who's asking?
Just tell me, were you?
None of your business.
All 3 of us were here.
The whole night?
The whole godless night.
Расспросить Торвальца, задать вопрос лесорубу. Давайте лесорубу.
You seem to be very relaxed.
My wife gave me the day off. And that after I spent half of last night carousing. A good woman.
Just drinking?
Not much. I had to play cards with my friend here, after all.
Who won?
Well, I did. This bum was a lot more drunk than I was and had to run outside all the time.
Was he gone long?
No, not very long, but long enough. Stupid. You should never leave an experienced player completely alone at the table in the middle of a game. An expensive lesson, but a necessary one.
Попробовать спросить Соню.
Hey, you. Wake up. Where were you last night?
Playing cards.
And?
Drinking.
The whole evening?
I don't know. Baby.
Тогда расспросим Торвальца.
Why are you staring at the boy like that?
I'm counting the lice on his head. Don't distract me.
Did you do that last night too?
No. Last night I got stewed and did my father proud. By Swafnir, did I quaff a lot.
So you were here the whole evening?
Yeah, right in this spot.
Выразить подозрение.
I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
Торвалец лжет. Нет?
I'm not sure, but I'm going to find out.
Давайте еще раз лесоруба спросим.
So you fleeced your sleeping friend playing cards.
Yes. Every time he left me alone at the table, he came back a sure loser. That shows how inexperienced he is in games and in alcohol.
А Соня?
You spent the whole evening here playing cards and drinking.
I don't know. Baby.
That's all I'm going to get out of him. You were stretched out drunk on the table the whole evening.
Is that a crime?
No, I'm just asking.
Это все?
You were stretched out drunk on the table.
Is that a...
No.
Выразить подозрение.
I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
Торвалец?
The Thorwalian.
And what makes you say that?
У него нет похмелья.
He claims to have been lying here drunk all night. But why doesn't he have a hangover?
Because I can take it, you milksop. And now, take what you've got coming.
Что?
Next time I should be very, very sure before I accuse a Thorwalian of lying.
Кровь из носа. Я ошибся, значит, да? Давайте еще информацию. Может, с торговцем
I bid you a
поговорим?
good morning.
What is a jester doing in Hilda's booth?
I'm no mountebank. I'm a businessman. Should I wear rags like you? Oh, how I loathe these country bumpkins.
What was that?
Nothing. Can I interest you in some colourful ceramics? Or perhaps some fine glassware? I'm just passing through, so it's now or never.
Прошлый вечер.
Did you notice anything suspicious last night?
Did the thief visit you too?
What thief?
One of my glass boxes was stolen. I could only see the fellow from a distance. He carried a long staff on his back. Blasted herdsman.
Maybe it was a magic staff.
By the gods! What would a magician want with my cheap goods? I mean, I wouldn't have thought this rebel had that much taste.
Украденные товары.
What was stolen?
A jewellery box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth a fortune, of course.
Камень из коробей.
Can you tell me anything about a stone and a scarab?
Is it a regular stone or a precious stone?
Good question. That's enough. Thanks.
Товары.
You deal in glassware.
I heard that there is no glass in Undergast. You don't even have windows in this humble corner of the world. I came here to change that. How was I supposed to know that these stinking pig farmers don't have any money? Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
Ц. Так, понятно. Пум-пум-пум. Давайте вернемся. Тун-тун-тун. Его спросим. Нет.
See you later.
А у нее?
What can I do for you?
Прошлый вечер, вино, Хильда. Еще?
Can you tell me who was here yesterday evening?
Everybody that's here now. And then Wolfram with his sister and 2 friends. But they say...
Thanks. See you later, Hilda.
Don't keep me...
И это пока все. Давайте еще поговорим.
You were stretched out drunk on the table the whole evening.
Is that a crime?
No, I'm just asking. So you fleeced your sleeping friend playing cards.
Yes. Every time he left me alone at the table, he came back a sure loser. That shows how inexperienced he is in games and in alcohol.
Во, я понял.
I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
Он.
The Thorwalian.
And what makes you say that?
Потому что его тут не было.
He claims to have been passed out here all night, but you said that you were alone every time you cheated at cards.
That's true. Now that you mention it, he was gone a pretty long time.
Shh! Quiet. I have to count.
Where were you? Not with my wife again, were you?
Blast! Now I miscounted.
Hey, I asked you a question.
Stop arguing! And please leave my guests alone, Geron.
I'm sorry, Hilda, but this is an important matter.
I know. I was there.
Что?
What?
I'm the one you're looking for. I saw it all. I was drunk and, Geron, I didn't know what they were up to. I thought they were just fooling around.
Tell me what happened.
Wolfram said the Tulamides are in league with the demons and merely disguised as simple merchants. Supposedly, they're trying to smuggle a dark artifact into the country. He said they want to use it to overthrow King Ephodon and turn all women into love slaves. First, Hartman was supposed to sneak into the tent and steal the artifact, and then signal to us with his lantern. That was supposed to be the sign to attack.
But it didn't get that far, did it?
I don't know. It's all so hazy.
Try to remember. You should start from the beginning.
I'll try. I remember. It had just stopped raining when we finally reached the clearing.
Ну...
Demon.
Oh, Geron, it was so horrible. There were horns growing out of his body all over, and he had a long, glowing staff on his back.
Just like the princess.
Promise me things will soon be the way they used to be.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it myself.
Will you now? Come outside with me, will you?
И она тут взялась откуда-то.
Last. If the school learns of the demon rumors, they'll take the case away from me in an instant. What shall I do with you?
You could let me go.
We're well beyond that point. Do you also believe it was a demon? And why am I asking you? You probably believe everything you're told.
A demon in Andergast? That's quite unheard of. It would certainly stir things up around here.
That it would, indeed. All right, it's decided.
What?
Here's charcoal and parchment. Have Hilda draw you a picture of the attacker. We have to know exactly what we're dealing with here.
We?
Then find out what the beast wants. Maybe there's something we can use as bait.
As bait?
Right. And third, I need an astral accumulator. Well, my own astral energy probably won't be sufficient.
Sufficient? For what?
We need to be well prepared if we're going to set up a trap. Do I have to do everything by myself?
Что? Почему я? Ловушка на демона.
You want to catch a full-grown demon? You're just a lowly novice.
I can beat the other novices with one hand tied behind my back. And yes, I want to catch it. And banish it. Of course it's risky. But I'm not going to miss out on the adventure of my life by being careful. All that's missing is the drawing of the demon, bait, and the astral accumulator. And then we can get started.
С чего мне помогать тебе?
I thought you didn't want me to get into danger.
Oh, I just wanted to get rid of you. I thought you were just a curious lumberjack. Now I know you're one of those would-be heroes, and I have sympathy for would-be heroes. I would also rather leap fully unprepared into a dark dragon's cave and risk my life than spend my days shearing sheep. Besides, time is short and I need help.
You could have had the whole school of magic behind you.
As soon as they find out that I'm hunting a demon, they'll pull me right off the case and let the masters do it. And I'd hate to let them have all the fun.
А почему я?
Why should I help you?
I don't know. You were sneaking around the scene of the crime, questioning witnesses. You'll achieve your goal faster if you help me. Besides, you're old enough to know what you're doing.
Я в деле.
I don't know what I should think of this woman, but if I don't play along, she might find Fahi before me. So you need a drawing of the entity, bait to lure it, and
An astral accumulator. Here, I wrote it down for you. And you'll need this as well.
a ring with a lens?
That's another artifact from Alric's collection. It's called a hare's eye, an invention of the Master Dahoto. If you look through it, you can see traces of magic in the environment. Try it.
Опачки. Новая способность. Уголек и пергамент. Список дел. Одем арканум. Магическое сияние. Ой, куда? Стой.
Did you see anything?
These glass shards?
Did they glow?
Yes.
That means someone cast magic on them. Maybe even our friend. Keep following the trail. Maybe there'll be a hint of what he's looking for.
I can keep the hare's eye?
Why not? The spell only lasts 3 days anyway. After that, the lens is worthless.
And what if I follow the trail and run right into the beast's arms?
Then you scream. Good luck. You can find me in the clearing.
На опушке.
Who have I come across now?
By the way, my name's Brida.
I'm Giron.
Good hunting, Geron. On a rather unusual sort of hunt.
Такая вернулась. Что у нас будет? Помощница? Ничего себе. Гора осколков.
Is that all now?
Так, тут больше ничего нет. Так.
I can see a faint glow above the school of magic, but the mages are responsible for that. Just watching.
Я просто смотрю.
Brida wants me to draw a sketch of the demon on that, or have someone else draw it. To set a trap for the demon, Brida needs me to get her the following things: an exact description of the entity, preferably from multiple sources, an accumulator for astral energy from the school, and something for bait. Whatever the entity appears to be seeking in Undergast, if there is such a thing.
Так, ну гору осколков я могу восстановить.
Doesn't work. Some parts are still missing.
А, что-то не хватает. Так, ну пойдемте спросим, как выглядел демон. Так.
Can you draw me a picture of the attacker?
I can try. That's him. That's what he looked like.
Is that a magic staff on his back? Thanks, Hilda. You've been a big help.
I just hope they catch that monster as soon as possible. I won't be able to get a moment's sleep until then.
Don't worry, I'm already working on it.
Thank the gods.
Так. Грубый набросок.
Hilda drew the contours of the attacker for me. I wonder how to get another eyewitness report.
А с ним я могу еще поговорить? Нет.
See you later.
Так.
What's that?
A picture of the attacker last night.
One thing is certain. That is not Fahi.
Так, осколки.
I'm sorry, Geron, but I'm afraid I only know about fairy magic. And why? I'm sorry, Geron.
Понятно. Может, вино?
I'm sorry. He's going to...
Ясно. Значит, этого надо... Рыцаря, наверное, в лесу может найти. Сказать ему, что я заберу его вино. Грубый набросок. Стекляшки. Украли... Ну-ка.
Does this tell you anything?
It could be the remains of the box that was taken from me last night. Or merely a bunch of coloured shards, I don't know.
Fragile.
Ой,
Who supposed...
да. А это?
Was this the thief?
He carried a staff exactly like that on his back.
Грубый набросок. В академию. Так, ну-ка, я здесь смотрел. Пойдемте там посмотрим у дома. Так. О. Стой, куда?
The tracks lead up to my window.
В смысле мне под окно? Одень. А, да. Ну я...
The tracks.
Да я понял, тут еще что-то было, одень. Два нарисовано. Здесь.
The track.
Да. Здесь что-то. Или в колодец. Окно. Пойдемте домой. Так. О.
What's that? More broken glass? Somebody was here last night. Someone who by the light of the lantern picked something apart piece by piece and watched us sleeping at the same time. What's going on here?
Действительно, что здесь происходит? Гора осколков, фиолетовые осколки.
Purple shards, almost red. I put all the shards I could find in a heap.
Но это еще не все,
The
да?
whole thing was an ugly glass box. There's a gap in the lid, as if one single piece was still missing. There's a hole in the shape of a gem in the lid. I wonder if anyone can tell me more about it.
Стеклянная шкатулка. Что
There's
еще
a
раз?
hole in the shape of a gem in the lid. I wonder if anyone can tell me more about it.
Так, и здесь больше ничего, да? Ну, к торговцу надо, по-любому. Так, здесь еще свечение было, я точно помню. Вот, где?
Whatever came through here is capable of climbing. The children who emptied their... Weren't they supposed...
Да, понятно. Так. И...
Whatever...
Ай, все, отстань. Пойдемте в лес. Ага. Так, а зачем я сюда пришел?
Somebody turned a butcher into a slab of stone. What happened here? Nothing but junk in there. This is the shell the man pressed against the pillars before. I'll take it with me.
Так, взял.
Didn't Owlric try to read the thoughts of the petrified people with this?
А, да, можно спросить у кого-то.
She really seems to be serious about the trap. I hope she knows what she's doing. I'd better stay away from that. What's that on the ground?
A magic circle. If we're really facing a demon, we can't go wrong with the magic circle. It's finding the right spell that worries me. Have you found what we need?
Рисунок.
Why the drawing?
I have to know what sort of entity we're dealing with. Look for people who say they saw something and draw what they tell you.
Приманка.
What can be used to lure a demon?
It depends on the demon. Find out if anything has changed in town since yesterday. If something is missing, for example, maybe there's a connection. Then you come up with something similar and bring it to me.
Накопитель силы.
What's an astral accumulator?
Another magical artifact. It's charged with astral energy that mages can rely on when their own power isn't enough. Owlric had one until recently, but it was stolen. Find out who's got it and bring it to me. I assume it was someone in the school.
Ловушка на демона.
You want to catch a full-grown demon? You're just a lowly novice.
I can beat the other novel. Of
Так,
course.
ну это она уже говорила.
I'll keep looking. See you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Зачем мне опять шатер? А сюда я могу? Мне надо поговорить с этими... Ну-ка.
He's got nothing interesting in his head.
Прикольно.
He didn't even
Ничего.
get a good look at his attacker before he ran away screaming. What a coward.
А ты? Тоже ничего.
This one hasn't seen anything.
Остается еще одна. О,
By the gods, what was that? I'll sketch it right away.
красиво.
That'll have to do for a description.
Ц. Отлично. Этот рисунок подойдет. Тут, кстати... Нет, ничего.
The whole clearing is glowing. There's so much magic in the air here, I can't even see my own hand. It won't get any more detailed than this.
Ooh, doesn't have any eyes. Thanks, Geron. That should suffice.
Отлично. Дальше... приманка. Приманка почти готова. Пойдемте обратно. К торговцу. Спросим насчет шкатулки. Так, шкатулка, давай.
Does this tell you anything?
By fix, that's it. That's the glass box that was stolen. Where did you find it?
In the road. Someone picked it apart, shard by shard.
Yes, and kept only the rubies.
There are rubies missing?
Yes, the hole in the lid held a glass ruby.
Someone's going around stealing rubies?
Yes, supposedly several have disappeared between here and the Midden Realm in recent weeks.
I should tell Brider about that.
May I have the box back now?
Oh, it just broke in my hands.
Oh, keep it. This is all pointless anyway.
Ха. Опять я
I
разбил.
put all the shards I could find in a heap.
Это специально, чтобы не отдавать ему, да, я так понял. Так, значит, нужно только рубин найти. Где-то. Где? Еще одна ракушка, кувшин вина. Могу его разбить.
Giacomo wants me to fill it with red wine.
Так, налью потом. Там второе свечение, может, там рубин? Вот два, вот это вот что?
Whatever came...
Давайте еще раз дом посмотрим. Так, смотри. Нет.
There's nothing left here besides the shards. Whatever was here didn't make much of a ruckus, just watching.
Just watching. А свинюшку можно? Ну-ка.
Nonsense.
Нонсенс. Колодец.
No.
Да.
I prefer the wet... And since...
Ладно. Ну, тут тоже что-то светится. Или это был след, типа, сюда, да? Пойдемте в академию. Что еще пока идей больше нету. Тут же вроде уже не светится ничего, да? А, ну да, он говорил.
Hey there, birdcatcher. The School of Arcane Combat is only for mages and novices. What are you doing here?
Поговорить с Совлериком.
Master Bodiak asked me to come. He has an artifact I'm supposed to tell him more about.
All right. His room is on the second floor, right next to the staircase.
Master Oakwood's old room.
How do you know that?
Long story. I'll be going.
And don't stray. If I see you anywhere other than in the master's room, you'll be out of here on your ear.
The School of Arcane Combat in Andergast. Only last winter I saved everyone's behind, and now they're acting like nothing ever happened. I find it hard to believe that I once aspired to study here. This is already the 4th time I've broken in here. The last time I was looking for spells that might be able to help Nuri, but all I could find were wilderness guides and fighting instructions.
Угольная жировня, раздражающий фактор.
He's always been an idiot. Where can I find Master Bodiak again?
Take the stairs to the his room is right and don't if I see
Круг богов.
This enables the students to stand at attention here even at night. I don't need any coals. Prios, Rondra, Efford, Travia.
Get going, lad. I know the names of the 12.
I'm going already.
То он сейчас назвал как раз разгадку той загадки. Разгадку загадки.
I know we... Please,
Ой.
we deserve... I
Еще
hope my prayers will be answered. I hope my... Prios...
Get...
I'm going... I hope...
Ай,
I hope...
пропустил. Ну ладно. Академия. Что-то еще тут было?
I don't think they practice flinging fireballs here. Nuri might like one of these dolls. Too bad it's too large to carry. Oh, yuck. This yard is ripe with its very own kind of magic. I've got my own chamber pot for those purposes.
Академия. Магистр.
This is Master Oakwood's old chamber. I wonder what became of him.
Это да. Так, ну-ка тут.
No, he's just waiting for a chance to throw me out of here again.
А, ну да. Пойдемте наверх. Да, когда-то мы тут были. Общая спальня, библиотека, комната магистра. Ну-ка.
There's a faint glow coming from the door on the right.
От этой. Каменные таблички.
Eos causa discimus. All those old languages. Bosperano, ancient Tulamedia. Couldn't they settle on one and stick to it from the beginning?
Библиотека. Комната магистра.
This is the door he pointed me to. And don't stray from the path, he said.
Yes? Ah, here he is. What do you want?
Крокодил этот. Так. Как продвигается расследование?
Have you found out what happened last night?
Why would that interest a bird catcher?
People are afraid.
Ah, those pig farmers are scared of everything. That's why it's important to resolve this case as quickly as possible. We can't have the rabble taking matters into their own hands. And we saw last night what can happen to a mindless mob.
Маска.
It's about the mask.
What about it?
Что она делает?
What's so important about the mask? Is it dangerous?
Only for someone who has a command of ancient Talamedia. The rest is of no concern to you.
А где она?
Where did you take it?
It's my responsibility to keep the unconcerned far from any magical developments. That applies especially to hotheads who consider themselves to be budding magicians.
Я хочу вернуть ее.
I want my artifact back.
Your artifact? According to Bryder's report, you just stumbled upon the mask.
Больше ничего.
If you don't intend to tell me anything more about the mask.
We may as well change the subject, yes?
Совлерик.
You're suddenly so cheerful.
Can't an old man be happy once in a while?
I just mean with the petrified people and the rumors about a demon.
All nonsense. Soon everything will be just as before.
You seem to be very sure of that.
That I am, my boy. That I am.
И все?
I'll be leaving then.
It's about time.
А, и у него там посмотреть ничего нельзя, да? Тогда... Так, он про какую говорил дверь, не помню. Давайте в библиотеку попробуем сходить. Ой, там кто-то есть.
There's someone between the shelves.
Стол, стол.
This is where Giacomo and I hatched our plan for saving Andergast. These are just copies of books that I stole the other day. These are just copies of book.
Да-да-да.
These are just copies of book.
Да. Так. Полки.
I'm getting tired of these shelves. I already took everything that looked the least bit helpful during my last break-in. For anything else, I should ask Bryder. Hello?
Oh, hello, my friend. You don't look like you belong here. Can I help you with something?
Ты кто?
Who are you?
Me? I'm studying here. Magic, combat, bit less magic, lot more combat. Anybody who dreamed of magic as a child soon loses those illusions here. Unless they come to me.
What does that mean?
I'm putting the magic back into magic. And how are you doing that, you ask? Well, that all depends on the needs of my customers.
Что ты делаешь?
What are you doing here?
I'm in bed with a cold, while the others are running around in the forest playing war.
It looks more like you're kneading little lumps of honey.
Correct. But except for you and me, nobody knows that.
Чем ты на самом деле занимаешься?
What are you really doing? Why the honey?
By a rather circuitous route, I came across a spell from Punin. It cost me a few small favors, but it was worth it. Do you see these honey coins I've pressed? Watch. Harden what's soft and stem the flow. The honey is now as hard as stone, but unfortunately it's still too translucent to pass as real gold. But with the right mixture, it could work.
Укрепляющее заклинание.
You can harden liquids?
Rather call it upgrade. My honey to gold experiment is only the beginning. I'm open to further suggestions at any time.
Брида.
What can you tell me about Bryder?
Oh, Bryder is brilliant. The masters are all crazy about her. She's definitely one of the good ones. She believes even more in the magic within things than I do. All those piffling spells these days must bore her to tears.
Астральный накопитель.
I'm looking for an astral accumulator.
You know more than one might think from looking at you. A genuine astral accumulator is very rare and valuable. A novice with rich parents hired me to steal old Owley's so he could cheat in the examination.
Owley?
Master Ulrich. It's an open secret that he's obsessed with rare artifacts. The artifact hunters in the Hisinda temple had better not find out, though. Who knows? Maybe one day that knowledge will help me pass my own examination.
Where do I find the accumulator?
In the dormitory.
О, отлично. Все, больше мне тут делать нечего, да? Так, я в этот не смотрел. Нет.
Hard to believe that mages are doing research here. There isn't a trace of magic in the entire library. Only a faint glow between the shelves back there.
Ну да, один вот этот. Так, и значит... Идем в спальню, и там найдем эту штуку. Опа. Странный артефакт. Осколки. Сундук, 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 сундук. Да, вещей не так много, это хорошо. Оп.
Huh? Who are you? Get out of here!
О, даже так.
I heard the school saves money wherever possible. Now I know what they mean. They won't even let the students get some sleep. Is that the astral accumulator Bryder's looking for? He didn't notice me. A broken chamber pot. It was empty. Praised be the 12.
Угу. Да
You
зачем?
again? Out!
Так. И... А вот этот разбить можешь? Так... Неуклюжий осел. Ветхие половицы. А я могу их починить?
Nothing happened. The wood is too far gone already.
Ты куда ты идешь? А, вот еще плохие половицы. Ага. А тут я что могу найти?
I see nothing that I don't have at home. No, that's just a bunch of junk. A chest. Nothing usable. Blankets, shoes.
И зачем я там ищу что-то?
Another chest. None of that looks the least bit useful. A tunic and a sewing. A lamp and more blankets. Not what I'm looking for. I don't see anything. I'll leave all that.
То есть я могу сейчас подойти и забрать? Серьезно? Давайте все откроем.
It's filled to the brim with cobwebs and cockroach droppings. What would I do with this stuff?
Сюда. И теперь бежим. Да куда ты? Сюда давай. Молодец. И уходим. Быстрее. Ух.
Is
Накопитель
that the astral
силы.
accumulator Bryder's looking for?
Да? Все, бежим, бежим. Быстрее. Уходим, уходим. Не привлекая внимания. Так, значит, что у нас есть? Накопитель силы. Приманка без рубина. Тут, ну-ка, я не понимаю. 2. Вот показывает же 2.
Whatever came.
Да нет, стой, сюда. Что, не очень спросить? Спросишь?
Anyone who's different, at least.
Нет. Колодец. Пойдемте к ней. Спросим у нее. Так.
Here,
What's that?
the astral accumulator.
Odum Arcanum. Geron, that thing isn't even magic. I'm afraid you've fallen for a red herring.
Well, great.
Don't get rattled. Maybe your first trail was right and you just let yourself get distracted. And use the lens this time.
на приманку. А, серьезно? Ладно.
The whole thing was an ugly glass box. There's a gap in the lid, as if one single piece was still missing. The trail led me to this box.
Then that isn't what it was looking for, or else they wouldn't have been left behind, right? What is that hole in the lid? There seems to be something missing.
И...
Ryder? I can't find the astral
Don't get rat. Maybe your first trail was right and use the lens.
What can be used to lure a demon?
It depends on the demon. Maybe there's a... Then you come up...
I'll
Ладно.
keep look. See you later.
Goodbye.
Так. Значит, в комнате надо было использовать линзу. Бежим туда. Шкатулка. Давай. Так, сюда. О. Так, убери.
I
Здесь.
don't see anything. I'll leave all that.
Так, давай линзы.
There's a glow around the lamp. This could be the astral accumulator Bride is looking for.
Во.
Is that the astral accumulator Bride is looking for?
Теперь тихонько уходим. Так, все, теперь точно убегаем отсюда. Так, ты же больше тут ничего не видишь?
I can see a faint glow above this, but the maid just...
Так, ясно. Может, я его еще
Nice to
спрошу?
see you.
Рубин?
Have any more rubies vanished?
Not from me, to be honest. Those were the only gems I had. Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thanks.
Such a...
I have no intention of selling my...
Интересно, где найти рубин?
I can't think of anything.
Ну, видно же, тут второе свечение. Эй. Так. Уже нет.
Whatever can...
До этого было же написано 2. И свечение. Ну ладно, пойдем в лес. Вот это.
Is this what you're looking for?
Odum Arcanum. Yes, that's it. Good work.
To set a trap for the demon, an exact description of the entity, an accumulator for astral and something for bait. Whatever.
Ну.
Part of the box is missing. Is this what the creature was looking for?
Сундук.
The kid locked away my... I really impressed. She surely was. It's nothing that I couldn't rip.
Так, может, в шатре? Нет.
How odd. There's nothing magical in this room. Perhaps Fi isn't a mage after all. I'm not going to open that again.
Там что-то противное было вроде, да? О, где найти рубин? Что?
I better stay away.
Так, значит, нам остается рубин. Рубин. Ух, так. Давайте попробуем. Я не знаю, сколько его можно искать. Таверну.
I'm sorry, Gero.
Да, понятно. А ты?
No, what?
What can I do for you?
Oh, come on, Hilda.
I'm sorry, but he's going to...
See you later.
Don't keep me...
Hilda would have to tap the barrel first. The wine now flows freely to the ground. This is going to take a while. I'll just put the carafe under the drip and have a look at the ham while I wait. Fex be thanked. She didn't notice a thing.
I'm sorry, but he's going to pick it up.
Oh, come on, Hilda.
Так, все, я ее восстановил же. Ну да.
Thank you, Gero.
Don't mention it.
И все?
See you later.
Ну да. Даже спасибо не сказал. Странно. Так, а где еще я могу найти... Ну, свечение только там было. Так что я даже тут ничего не видел. Может, здесь что-то надо...
Nothing happened. Obviously, it's neither breakable nor broken.
Колодки.
Nothing happened.
Здесь что-то есть.
Whatever.
Давай еще. Тут раз, тут два.
Whatever.
Давай еще. Я не понимаю.
Whatever came through him.
Лазить оно умеет. Это не свиньи. Шкатулка, странные огурцы.
Won't work. Won't work.
Кинь туда.
That won't. The children who emptied, weren't they? I tried the art. She was so beautiful, the two of us, the cheerful soul and the grouch. Who would have thought that we would get along so well? But by the next springtime, all our happiness was suddenly in the hands of a shady merchant. I hope I'm not running down a dead end.
Интересно поговорить с ней. Давайте поговорим.
I don't want to wake her.
Не хочет. Ну и ладно. Так. Нужно рубин, значит, этот искать. В дневнике нету ничего. Это что за маленькая штучка? О, вот это что? Вскоре после того, как Герой уходит из шатра, разъяренная толпа пытается выставить фахи из королевства. На следующее утро оказывается, что все нападавшие превратились в каменные колонны на поляне перед шатром. По словам Хильды, на них напал демон с магическим посохом за спиной. Вот с этим посохом. Странно. Не она ли это? Рубин. Найти что-нибудь, что привлечет подозреваемого. Надо рубин этот искать, да? Ну, давайте пока закончим на этом. Найдем рубин уже в следующей серии. А пока на этом все. Спасибо за просмотр и до встречи.